it's it's not official yet. I got the papers. I haven't been too afraid to look at it. I don't know. As far as custody is concerned,
Fuck.
I don't want to think about it. I just don't want to think about it right now. It's
Yeah, that's fine. I'm guessing that's why we're going to true crime for a podcast instead of like comedy stuff, right?
yeah, it. I guess I'm not in the right headspace, you know?
Of course. How could you be?
Like, I mean, like I'm in like more of like a murder, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's and don't worry, I'm gonna cut all this out so no one will see this part.
I'm not a
I'll
violent
start the
person.
episode.
I'm not
Yeah,
a violent person, okay?
I know. I know. It's okay. Like I said, I'll just cut out this. No one
Okay.
will even know you said it. We'll start here. I'll start the podcast like normal.
Okay.
No one will know. It's fine.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. All right, you got it.
All right.
Welcome back to the 10-minute podcast, everybody. The podcast that has not been around for a while. We've been off as we've been trying to retool what kind of podcast we are, and we're happy to finally announce our new show format. We are now a celebrity true crime podcast.
Crime podcast.
We're super excited to be back. We're going to tackle our first case. We've got JonBenet Ramsey.
No.
What do you mean?
Bob Crane. We're doing Bob Crane.
Who is Bob Crane?
Don't act like I'm switching this up on you, like I fucking told you. Bob Crane.
You did not tell me.
Hogan's Heroes.
Nothing. Who's that?
Yeah, brother.
Hulk Hogan?
No, I'm kidding.
Isn't he like he's like a racist, isn't he?
Probably. I mean, he's up there.
Well, I prepped for JonBenet Ramsey, so
well,
I don't know. Okay, hold on. I guess I'll start looking shit up about Bob Crane.
I'm just saying you unintentionally dove down a really dark rabbit hole that I was not prepared to tackle. I'm not saying we can't do JonBenet Ramsey. I'm just saying, like,
it was your idea. I
floated the idea, but I'm talking Bob Crane. That's what we landed on.
Okay. That's what you landed on.
That's okay. Yeah. How funny do you want this to be?
I mean, Bob Crane was a real person, right? Like, you're not just trying to do a Hulk Hogan impression here, right?
Well, I don't know how much person is left of him. You see, that's what I'm talking about. How?
I mean, I say we are funny people by nature. I always want to be funny, but we are in uncharted real territory. So let's try to be respectful.
Sure. I mean, it would have been nice if one of us did the homework. So
JonBenet Ramsey did the homework. Ask me any question about it. I got it.
You didn't have to do that. Okay. What? We're wasting fucking time, and I'm not going to fucking do this right now on the first fucking episode of the 10-minute podcast.
Technically the
Renaissance.
Technically the 11th episode.
11th episode. Fuck. You know what? I'm just going to jump.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Go ahead.
Just jumping into it, okay?
All right, I'll read while you talk.
Okay. All right. So the true crime podcast community has really kind of tiptoed around this one, as it is truly heinous. So many podcasters and video makers, filmmakers refuse to just dive into this one because it's so dark, it's so bleak.
Hang on. Literally the first thing that I looked up, it says his case is popular on true crime podcasts. And even earlier this year, a YouTuber posted a shaky handheld video tour of the Scottsdale condominium complex where he died. It has almost 1,000 views, dude. I didn't even know you could get 1,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like we only have like 10 and it's like they watched the first episode and that was it.
Okay, well that guy's got mad subs.
All right. Anyway, continue. Keep going.
Now that I think about it, I'm like 2 clicks in Google search and I'm seeing Bob Crane getting his dick sucked. So that's, I would say he's a popular folklore character.
I have the full Google page up and I do not see that.
You have to get a little bit more specific with the Google search.
I don't think that I want to.
Oh, there's a picture of Bob Crane with his fucking head pancaked onto a bed. Click on that. Related image. Oh, there he is getting his dick sucked in the prime of his life. Just a happy man. Oh, God. Oh, I hate to see him go.
Bob Crane, a man defined by his head.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, baby.
There's also one picture where he is performing doggy style on a woman while a man watches. And
this was a celebrity that was on the rise, Hollywood's leading man. But it seems that no one really cared about Bob Crane until he had a decline and his sordid past was released. What do you think people's obsession with A Fall from Grace is?
I don't know.
Solid answer.
This is why we need to correlate and prepare for questions, because that's embarrassing. I don't know the answer for something. That's embarrassing.
You know who's investigating this as well that I found super interesting? Mark Fuhrman.
Fuhrman. The Juice?
Yeah. O.J. Simpson cop himself. Mark Fuhrman. He's investigating. Guess what? He's investigating this as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Hey, Mark Fuhrman, come here. Hey, this is our case. Step off, man.
Back up.
We don't need you. Back up. Yeah, what? You're going to solve this case because you did such a good job catching OJ, idiot.
Are we going to go after Mark Fuhrman like that epic takedown of Will Sasso pending lawsuit?
I think we just found episode 2, baby.
Episode 2, baby.
Mark Fuhrman, this is an official cease and desist. Bob Crane is ours. We're solving this murder, you little bitch. We don't need you. Also, if you could send your evidence to the 10-minute podcast at yahoo.com, and we'll see how good a job you did.
Actually, we did have to change that email. That was part of the agreement, which, by the way,
oh shit.
When you're editing this, make sure to you cut out 10-minute podcast. We are officially the Murder Minute podcast, pending copyright. So, like I said, the case is pretty heinous. Bob Crane was discovered by a woman, and his body was in disarray. He was found with video cables wrapped around his neck, no signs of forced entry, and his skull was bashed in with a blunt object. It seems to have been done by his partner and his friend, a man who had made many videos with him. His friend, John Carpenter, who was found with blood in his home, you know. Yeah, just the thought of him just beaten over the head with a blunt object. Apparently, it was so bad they had trouble identifying him. They had to get a closer look at him. They had to turn him over and look at his face. And the lady like, who ordered pancakes for breakfast. See, I don't know how funny you want. How?
I mean, like, while you went on that rant, I was reading a little bit here, and you didn't even touch that, like, he had a whole secret life, right? So he was Colonel Hogan, TV's leading man, and he has this secondary sordid life. This is what the article says. That Jekyll and Hyde disconnect between the affable leading man and the darkly sex-obsessed pornographer who not only made his own films but also performed in them feeds into what Crane has described as the yin and yang of celebrity dom. Dude, I'm in. Why didn't you just tell me this to start with, dude? This is a fucking great case.
That's right, baby. That's what this true crime is all about. That's what people want to hear. Don't you get it? That's why this shit is so juicy. And we're gonna get mad views now because people want to talk about the dirty, grimy shit. They want to talk about celebrity sex scandals. They want to talk about, they want to see porn.
They want to see it. We'll show you porn. We don't care.
We'll show you. Fuck it. Fuck the algorithm. Fuck.
That was my pitch. Like, we should be a porn podcast. Is that on the table?
I'm not. Okay. And like we discussed, I'm not totally against it. Well, we're going to put a pin in that one. As I said before, it has several.
Hey, comment below. Should we become a porn podcast?
But this case, Patrick, it checks all the boxes. You got your porn, you got your celebrity, you got brutal murder, you know.
Hulk Hogan. You got Hulk Hogan.
We got Hulk Hogan. Somewhere in there,
That's
we got a Hulk Hogan thing. We got jokes. Maybe we got jokes. Should we?
I feel like we're gonna have some jokes.
Comment below if we've taken it too far already.
Okay, so he died in Scottsdale, which I feel like if you move to Scottsdale, you kind of deserve.
Right.
So, Casey, who killed Bob Crane?
Okay. So here are our suspects. So the Kaiser Soze of the mix, the usual suspect, or
the Kevin Spaceys.
Talk about disarray. Talk about fucking heinous. This is fucking disaster. John Carpenter.
Famous movie director.
I don't know how.
That guy.
Oh, it's not him.
It's not him.
I was about to be like, take it away, Twitter. Do your thing, Twitter.
Hashtag cancel John Carpenter for this.
Get him out of there, dude. Get him out. But it wasn't him. Is that what?
But it wasn't him.
Okay.
Well, so, it's too late. Twitter is going to do what Twitter does.
As podcasters, we have a responsibility to rescind that. So it's rescinded. Different John Carpenter.
Different John Carpenter. Don't get vaccinated. I rescind that now. I'm sorry.
That's how legally. That's how it works.
Psych. My bad. I didn't mean that.
Oops.
Oops a daisy. I just said the most heinous shit you've ever heard. Oopsies.
Rescind.
Listen, this is what we really need to talk about. Cancel culture. If you don't want to get canceled, don't do a 3-hour podcast. You're going to run out of shit to talk about and you're just going to start talking stupid.
Eventually.
We figured this out a long time ago.
Eventually, you're going to accidentally side with white supremacists. You're going to accidentally promote some real heinous people.
Anyway, Bob Crane. That's what we're talking about. How did he get canceled, murdered?
Suspects. John Carpenter. He's the leading man. He's the leading suspect.
People believe that it was John Carpenter, director, because they shared a mutual interest in women and pornography. And really, that's the bond between any two male friends. So
it was just two guys. Two guys.
I mean, like, what best friend wants to murder his other best friend with a blunt object?
Right.
Like, what could cause someone to want to do that? Like, you're friends.
Maybe
you're gonna miss the email occasionally, you know? But you forgive him in the end.
Maybe someone just had a really bad day. Maybe his friend really just embarrassed him. But what I'm proposing, his soon-to-be ex-wife. Ooh. This was his second wife. He was about to become divorced.
Don't worry, I got it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I got it. Yeah, so we've got pornography. We've got a scandalous ex-wife. So Crane was going through a bitter divorce with his second wife at the time of his death. She played his secretary on Hogan's Heroes. Because the divorce was not final, she had not left him yet, left him all alone. She did not take the kids, nothing yet. But she died, or because he died, she got the estate. So Casey is proposing that the woman who divorced the man should be a suspect. And that is in no way related to anything. I think I covered it here. Casey, what do you think?
It just sucks,
Yeah. And of course, we'll cut this out. We'll cut this out.
What happened to him? What happened to him? That it's bad.
We should have done John Benet Ramsey is what we should have done.
Oh, okay. Let's try that. Let's try that. So
ask me anything about the case. I prepped for this. Ask me any question, whatever you want about John Benet Ramsey.
How did the dad feel? How did the dad feel about losing his daughter?
Hey, and that's been episode 1, guys. Thank you for joining us. We're so excited to tackle all these true crime events. We'll be back with episode 2, probably.
Ramsey.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Phil Hartman. It's gonna be Phil Hartman, but I can see, man. I really kind of. I'm sorry. You wanted to do John Benet, and I just stomped on that whole shit, and I'm sorry.
It didn't matter what you picked. I wasn't gonna prep.
You wanted
it's a real problem.
You wanted to do funny. You wanted to keep doing funny.
I think I kind of wanted to not do this at all.
Oh, I think that's kind of what you said, actually.
Yeah, I think that's verbatim what I said.
Okay.
Shh.